You are such a coward, bro. Sorry,
He got the bodyguard.
Here comes the bodyguard, you know. He's protecting me.
Bro, don't touch me.
You don't see me, I touch you.
Yeah, you did. Your back into it, though. Your back into it.
Ah, tough guys. They're tough guys.
Keep doing it.
Hey, police.
No, but what? No, I don't think I will. You mug.
Ah, that's a no. Ah, that's a no towards black people. Ah, nice.
We are quite like that one.
Hey, where you pushing the people, bro? Hey, what did happen to the debate?
This is how black people go.
Ah,
They attack people and push them. That's why you keep stabbing people, bro. People stabbing you. This is what happens when you black people. Control your energy. Control your energy. Try to go now, go away. Bloody racist country, bro.
One, my sister. One, my sister. You good? You good, my sister? Hey, just winding you up, man. You lot just ignore him. They're just winding you up.
No such thing. No such thing. No such thing. No such thing. We've had what you might call family skirmishes or disputes. Nothing on the scale of Europeans fighting a 100-year war. Europeans are fighting for themselves. They can't help themselves.
Oh, listen, you told me. You need to go. You need to go. Some of these people need to go. Get the hell out of here.
Why should I went to the Indian subcontinent? White people never go out anywhere on the planet. Not even in Europe. If you study
Why did you kill Malcolm X?
an historian, study David McRitchie, who are historians who write about the history of the United Kingdom. They tell you that when the Romans came here, they found black people, dark people, curly hair. Oh, absolutely. In the 10th century, there was a black man, Scottish king, ruling in the 10th century in Scotland. Adrian, come on, man. No, what I'm saying, they're going to hide it from you. You won't know the real history. Do you know Braveheart? William Wallace, he's a black man.
Teach, bro.
He wasn't Mel Gibson. The black man. And the reason why the king, who is depicted as Longshanks, the reason why the king said the trouble with Scotsmen is that we can't kill them all. We have to breed them out. A white man can't breed out another white man because he was talking about race. Oh yes, sir. Idi Amin knew something about British history. Idi Amin studied in Sandhurst. He studied in the universities of this country. Hold you had film Scotland, but he was between himself and those historical blacks. Very deep. The British royal family can't claim to be royal unless the throne that
Why did you kill Malcolm X?
There's a reason why you got 4 lions in Trafalgar Square.
Why did you kill Malcolm
Why
X?
you got 3 lions
Why
on
was
your
the mixed
back?
people?
There's a reason why there's a lion on your money, on your coin. Because there's no indigenous lion. The lion comes from Africa. But the statement they're making to the world
The nation is going to kill Malcolm X. Why did you kill Malcolm X?
it's called stolen legacy. And then that's what we're saying now. We're standing up to take back our identity. And there's no malice. We don't wish white people one.
You know white people. Is there any white people?
All we say to white
Is
people,
there any white people in the nation
leave
of
us
Islam?
alone. Let us flourish and develop.
You are
But
cowards.
the powers that be
Is there any white people in the nation
of
of
a
Islam?
black man coming back into our power.
Silence.
But thank you for your question. Yes, sir.
I don't know what I'm doing. They're talking.
The question from the gentleman on my right, he talks about the level of organization that existed in North America in the 60s, and how those black people in those struggles in the 60s were much more organized, much more cohesive, but nonetheless we were siphoned off into the American military to be used as cannon fodder. The gentleman is asking the question, how can we return to that kind of unity and strength and avoid being used as cannon fodder? It's a beautiful question. And that's what we're trying to say to the brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam. We're trying to send a message to our people that we must unite and do something for ourselves. And we must build our own community, our own army. Not to be aggressive against anybody, but to have our own. And you know, I don't know what your nationality is. You may be Arab, Iranian. Yeah, you don't like to be called Arab, I understand. You are Persian. The Iranians are very, very beautiful Muslims. Some of the best Muslims on the planet. But I'll say this. See, Iranians know how to stick together. Iranians are intelligent people. Unfortunately, many of our black people have been hoodwinked into this idea of integration. Integration meaning that we must go and assimilate ourselves. Thank you, brother. Assimilate ourselves into somebody else's concept and idea of what life is, while disintegrating among ourselves. And this is what's happening. So this is why we're in the terrible condition that we're in. But it's changing. And like the 60s, there is a new level of consciousness coming up again. And many of our people today are becoming wise to the machinations of the enemy. And so this is why you will listen to the coded language in the news, where they keep saying there's not a very good take-up of the vaccine in the black community, because many of our people now, they know, because we've been tricked so many times, we've been used and abused for so long, we're no longer falling for that okey-doke. AIDS, Ebola, all of these things came out of laboratories, all of them. And so we're no longer going down that road. But our aim and objective today is to build that kind of cohesiveness that you're talking about without apology, so that as black people we can actually hold our own like any other people. Nobody criticizes the Chinese for having Chinatown in every major city in this country, or Asians for having their communities in Southall and other parts, or Jews. But if black people try to do that, we're called reverse racist. And many of our people fall for it and go in the opposite direction. So I thank you for your question. Very
where Allah says He's the creator of all mankind.
So what is your question?
Oh, well, I don't believe in no
So what is your question?
That's not a question.
This is not Islam. This is a political
So is that the
organization.
question?
That's not a question. Ask the question.
Okay, yes sir.
The question is,
We're gonna go to a question.
did Allah
You'll figure one out soon and then we'll come back. Go ahead, sir.
Wendell Daniel from Street Night.
Sorry, sir?
My name is Wendell Daniel from Street Night. Can you tell me what the Nation of Islam is doing to help, support and educate the youth?
Yes, sir. It's a very beautiful question.
That's a beautiful question. That's a question.
The question from our brother is, what is the Nation of Islam doing to help to educate our youth? Well, my dear brother, we are doing a lot. In the Nation of Islam, believe it or not, even though you see some of us looking quite mature here, it's like a youth movement, brother. We're full of youth. And if we are not focused on the youth, then what we are doing is pure vanity. Our aim and objective is to inculcate into our young people the concept and idea of the knowledge of self and the ability to do for self. I myself personally am involved with various academies for black youth, and what we try to teach those young people is not even to try and get an education to try and find a job, but it's to educate themselves into the knowledge of self, the knowledge of God, the knowledge of the enemy, and how to come out and become a job maker or a job creator, where they're going to become the employees as opposed to looking for employment. And so there's a lot going on, despite all of the negativity that we see out there. A lot of our youth, brother, this is the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that this is the best generation of young people that we've ever produced, because they are highly intelligent, they are fearless, but all they need, brother, is some guidance from those of us who have a little bit more age. And so what's important now is for those of us who know something to step up and demonstrate to our young people that we are actually with them, and we're going to build a platform for them so that they can launch themselves into the future. Because the problem has been that every generation of black youth, they always have to start again, because we never leave them nothing for them to go to the next level. But that right now is what we're attempting to do in the Nation of Islam.
One more question. One more question. I have a question.
You said that
I have a question. You said that next week you will be here again.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what time will you be here and what will be the subject matter of next week?
Yes, sir. Next week, by the grace and mercy of Allah, we will be here. We'll be here at approximately 1 p.m. And the subject matter next week is message to the black man. Message to the black man.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Why are your organizations so damn retarded?
What?
Okay, so the question is, why is our organization so damn retarded? The answer is, we are not, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And that was a retarded answer, by the way.
Yeah, get the camera on here.
Do we
other world religions see as valuable to individuals elsewhere in the world?
The question is, from the gentleman to the left, is do we believe that other world religions can be as valuable to other people? Is that
In your personal life?
in your personal life? The answer to the question is absolutely. The problem with religion is that it's often misused. And so some of the biggest hypocrites on our planet are religious people. And people who teach religion, and they tell the people to worship an invisible God while they do something for themselves, and they exploit ignorance of people. So I'm not talking about that kind of religion, but religion that teaches human beings morality, decency, love, honor, respect, freedom, justice, equality. If the religion is teaching those types of morals to a human being, that's highly valuable. Because we live in a world where the human being is becoming more and more degenerate because of the types of things that people are now exposed to. And so, in the nation of Islam, we don't even believe in religion. Ours is a way of life. Because the problem with religion is that Christians go to church on Sunday, and then the rest of the week they do nothing but crazy things. Muslims go to the mosque on Friday, and for the rest of the week it's craziness. The same Muslim who was just on his the same Muslim who was just on his prayer mat at Jummah prayer, then goes and opens his off license and sells the people alcohol. Or he goes and opens his butcher shop and sells them pork. Or he goes into his newsagent and sells them dirty magazines. But he's a Muslim. The same Jew, he goes to the synagogue on Saturday and he's holy. And then for the rest of the week, he's doing all manner of evil to other people. This is what passes as religion today. We don't believe in that kind of religion. We believe in a way of life that you live 24 hours, 7 days a week. What you do behind closed door, you do outside the door. There isn't one thing you do here and then another thing you do there when you're in the public. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. You fear no one and nothing but God. You don't bow down to nothing and no one but God. That's our faith. That's our faith. No, sir. My body is sacred. And for me to put alcohol in this would be defiling a sacred place. Smoking, drinking, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to come across as holier than thou. When I was a youngster, before I knew the teaching, I did all of that. I did all of that and then some. But once I came into the knowledge of self, you don't defile this. It's not an accident that this is called your temple, because this is where God resides. And if you fill this with cocaine, or weed, smoke, or alcohol, God leaves. But nature abhors a vacuum. And when God leaves, somebody else takes up residence. His name is Satan.
I have a question.
Anybody got a real question?
I have a question.
No, you messed up.
I have a question.
You messed up.
I have a question.
You're retarded. You're retarded. You messed up.
I have a question.
So we can't.
Stop running from my question. I have a question. Stop running, you coward.
Last chance.
Stop running, you coward.
Last chance.
Stop running, you coward.
Blew your
I
one
have a
chance.
question. I have a question. Why do you hate the white man so much?
What's that?
Why do you hate the white man so much?
Yeah, that's a fair question. Why do you hate the white man so much?
Why we hate him so much is because look what he's done to you.
There you go. There you go. Shut up. There you go. Why did I go? Is that an answer to my question? Game over. Game over. Game over. Was that an answer to my question?